Hi everyone, good afternoon, good evening, and good day. In this Azure Back to School 2022 conference, I'm going to speak about integration of blob storage with D365 CRM using Azure Data Factory. So, I would like to give my introduction. I am Venkata Polisetty. I'm a lead software engineer and I'm a Microsoft MVP and also C# Connor MVP and MCT and Power Platform Architect and Azure Architect as well. And I am certified in Microsoft Dynamics CRM 2015, 16 and Dynamics 365 CE and Azure integration with 13 plus years of experience. And I am community lead at D365 Champs, a Dynamics 365 and Power Platform community. And you can follow my blog at which is present here https venkatesubaraporcity.com. So today what you are going to see, right? Just it is a demo of a low code, no code, and the goal of this particular demo is without writing a single line of code, how complex integration of moving data from Azure Blob Storage to Dynamic CRM using the Azure Data Factory. So all my total demo is categorized into three parts. First is in the Azure, uh, we are going to create an Azure Data Factory and as well as the blob storage as well, and then connecting this particular blob storage into this particular Azure Data Factory. So with first, we are going to tell you, so what I going to see, right? Just I am going to create an default one resource group, okay, and I'll give just lobster storage demo, or you can say resource group, and then I will give this as US Central US. Just I will review and create it. Uh, with this, my resource group has been created. Now I'll go to this particular resource group and then I'm going to create an container. So first we have to create a storage account. So in this particular storage account, uh, I'm going to select this particular Microsoft storage account and then simply just I'm going to click on create. I will cautiously select my resource group and I will give the storage account as blob storage account demo. I will select as an Central US. So I will keep all these things as is and then just next I'll keep all these as is. So it will run one particular final validation and then the storage account gets created. So you can see this deployment is in progress. until and unless this particular deployment is in progress, right? We cannot see this particular um, storage account that gets created. Okay, so the storage account got created. Now what I'm going to do, right? In this storage account, I'm going to create a container uh, and give this the name as blob container. And simply I will keep it, I will select the public access level as blob anonymous read access for blob only. And then just I will click on create. Okay, now my blob container has been created. I will open this particular blob container and then I will upload a file of type CSV. So contacts CSV, and then just I will click on it, upload it. So my file has been uploaded. Now, if I wanted to open this contacts.csv and see what is there here, if I click on edit, right? So simply you can see, okay, these are my days, first name, last name, city, and there are a couple of records that are present. Just I am saving it and then just I'm closing it. Okay, so the first part of this particular demo, like creation of an resource group, in that resource group creation of an blob storage, that is the storage account. Inside the storage account, creation of a blob container where uh, this particular blob has been created. Now let us move to the second part of this particular one demo. So let us go to the same resource group and then create the Azure data factory. Just type it on data factory. You should see an option here. So data factory hybrid data integration service that simplifies ETL at scale. So let me remove the zoom and then just I'll click on create the data factory. So I will keep the same resource group as is. So I will keep that name as blob storage. Give you central US and I'll keep as is. So here I will select the Git config. So there is an option for you to configure the Git configuration at the time of creation itself of the data factory. But what I'm going to do, right, just I'm going to configure the Git end later. So just I'm going to click on review plus create. So this particular data factory, now what I am doing, right? So just I selected a data factory. In that data factory, I have provided all the names. And now my particular resource, that is this particular data factory, its creation is in progress. You can see clearly this deployment is in progress. So we'll wait for some time for this particular data factory component to be spinned up. Yes, yes, it has spinned up. So I'm going to this particular resource. Okay, if you see here, there is an option here, Open Azure Data Factory Studio. So we have to click on it, which allows me to navigate to the next new tab where I will get a data factory in the form of an editor. So you can see just like in Visual Studio Editor, we'll get the same ADF one. Okay. So now what I'm going to do it here. So just I am going to expand here, and then just I'm going to click on new pipeline. So I give this particular pipeline name as blob storage, and then I will search for copy data activity. So just I am going to uh, drag and drop this particular copy data that is present in move and transform. So what we are going to do here, so the data that is present in the blob storage, by using this particular Azure data factory, I am going to uh, transfer that into the target entity, that is the target source, that is the dynamic CRM. So for this, we have to consider this particular copy data. So first what we need to do, right? We need to create an data set for it. So as we have the first step as the blob storage, I will be going to select this particular Azure blob storage. In that, uh, what kind of file that we have used? It is in CSV delimited text. So now we have to set the properties, and what we have to do, right? Just I'm going to use, uh, so there are multiple ways. So what it is going to do, right, from Azure Data Factory to this blob storage, by using the connection string, it is going to connect. So here, right, just whenever you select the Azure subscription, it will fetch this particular storage account. Now I can test the connection. So my connection was successful. So there was an issue. Okay, right. So my at times it will take some like this because of a few other reasons. So now my linked service has been created. So I got this particular linked service Azure Blob Storage one. Now I'm going to select this the file path. So from specified path, I have the blob container. Here I have this context.csv. I'm going to click on this one. Uh, so I will select the first row as header, then just click on OK. So I can preview the data by clicking here. OK. And this is my the first name, last name, and the city, and the first name, last name, and the city. OK. Now I'm going to go to this particular sync data set. So here I have to select that is that the target source, that is nothing but this Dataverse, and then just click on here. I'm going to again click on this new Dataverse, which I need this organization name.crm.dynamics.com. So for that, I have this is my Dynamics CRM CE environment. Here I am going to click on here. So authentication type, just I have clicked on Office 365, and then I'm going to provide my username and password. So let me provide my credentials quickly. See, generally, right, just for this particular session, I have used my username and password, but ideally, generally in the projects, you will be going to use this particular Azure keyword where we are not directly keying in the details. So I can test the connection. So the connection was successful. Just I am going to create it. So a linked service which is equivalent uh, for connecting this Dataverse has been created. Now I am going to select this contact as an entity. So just I will be clicking on OK. So now my source is this Azure Data Factory has been connected to the source, which is nothing my blob storage, and sync the same Azure Data Factory is connected to the target, that is the target or target system, that is the dynamic CRM. So now what we are going to do, right? Just we are going to click on mapping. We are going to map the fields. So for that, we can click on import schemas. It will take some time. Okay, you can see these are all the values that has been created. So I'm going to just select all and then going to delete them. So I have all the values that are present here. So here I will select the contact ID, and here the first name here, and here I will be selecting the last name, and here I'm going to select address 1_city. So now just I'm going to click on preview source. This is the source, that is nothing but the contact CSV that we have given the couple of files. So now this is done. Just in the settings, so degree of these are all for this particular one. I'm not going to do anything. So now our data has been so the source I have mapped to that blob storage file, and then I have mapped the target Dataverse, that is the Dynamics 365 CRM environment with the with this particular ADA factory, and then I have mapped the left side one like the ID, first name, last name, city. These are nothing but the columns that are present in my CSV file that is present in the blob storage. In the right side, this contact ID, first name, last name, and address 1 city. These are all the values that are present in the respective Dataverse, that is Dynamics 365 CRM C environment. So what I'm going to do, right? Just I'm going to validate my pipeline. So my pipeline has been validated. I don't have any issues. Now I'm going to click on the debug. So if you observe here, my particular copy data activity is being queued. So so let me go back to this here and then filter out these contacts. And if you observe, I do have, okay. So there are few values that are already present. So what I'm going to do here, just I am going to delete for you. So this has been deleted, and let me add the values. So as I have already this particular records, so this one has been successfully recorded. So that's why the data has been created. So as I have some existing records, still that's why you could see there are multiple same values has been created. So what I did, just I have deleted those columns, that is the rows that are present on the contact entity. So as it is an online version, right? So it takes some time to load these values, right? So I'm going to add the columns here. So here I'm going to first name, last name, address one underscore city. Just I have given it. So if you observe, right, I don't have any values that are present in the contact. So now again, what I'm going to write, right? Just I'm going to uh, rerun this particular again the same copy data here. So if you observe here, it is still in queued. I don't have any values, so it is still in queued. So if you observe, right, from queued the status has been changed to in progress. Now it has been changed to succeeded. So if you observe here, if I clicked on here, so full name is Adam J New York, Adam and J and all last name. So let us open this one and see whether this particular full name, when this particular record has been created. So okay, we can give the values created on, created by. So see, I myself has been created this one, and then just now I have created these. So with this, this is how, without writing a single line of code, you can perform an enterprise level integration of the blob storage into the dynamic CRM by using Azure Data Factory. Hope you got some learnings from this particular session. So thank you.